Good morning, everybody. So this time it's only been a week. I'm getting better at this. Next time it'll be 2 weeks. Let's just be honest. Today, let's say Wednesday, I went through and I did weed whack the outside of the garden. If I would have been more on top of it, I would have been able to do it on the inside too. But right now, the watermelon and cantaloupe are starting to grow through the fence. And so I'm gonna have to go in with my rusty trusty snippers. If it's really bad, I have these guys to cut the weeds down. And then I'm going to try to tie up some more tomatoes this morning. So I haven't seen any more of those blister beetles. So I don't know if they got full and moved on or if they transform into something else. We still have the grasshoppers, which I see bees in here, but I don't see a lot of bees in here. The grasshoppers have pretty much eaten my green beans. And I do have something eating tomatoes. I don't know if it's the grasshoppers or if it was the blister beetles or if I have those tomato worms. My luck, I have the tomato worms. Because I usually don't have a whole lot of bad time with those. But I'll show you guys real quick the before, and then I will get working on my stuff, and then I will show you an after. All right, so you can kind of see the fence. All that tall stuff is weeds. The dogs are hanging out in their cool spot. However, they're trampling the watermelon. But I think there's something in here. First I thought maybe it was just another rabbit, but I don't think it is. I think it's something bigger. So maybe we'll find it today when we're cutting that stuff down. Now I want to show you guys real quick since I see it. Look at that. He's not quite the size of a watermelon. I know I have some in the back that are 2 or 3 of them, and I have tons that they're just little tiny babies yet, but all right, so that was my before. I'm not planning on cutting down that asparagus. There is watermelon growing up into it already. It's just crazy how they kind of take over. But I'll be honest, I'm probably gonna do this side of the tomato plants and save this for a day that I really want to punish myself or something. But anyways, all right, well, I'm gonna get to work and I will show you an after. All right. You can probably tell I just took the weeds and threw them outside the fence. Probably gonna have to hook my trailer up to my lawnmower to pick all that up. I'm guessing it took me about 2 hours. Way longer than I thought it was gonna. Now I need to kind of go through the watermelon itself and pull some of the weeds out. While I was pulling weeds, Hemi decided to eat part of a watermelon. I'll show you that later. But, so there's that. I did go into where the rhubarb and the asparagus is and pull a lot of the weeds out. The dogs lay there. So you can tell they kind of trampled over a lot of the watermelon. Today, since I was in there, they kept trying to go in there like Hoopa's now. So I'm gonna go rest for a little bit and then I'm gonna start this. And this might not actually be as bad. And I kind of lied. The other day when I got the weed whacker out, I did not get from about right there to probably the edge of that because the weeds on the other side are so thick that the weed eater wasn't gonna go through them. So anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go get a tall glass of water, sit down for a little bit, and then let the chickens out and start working again. I'll send you another after picture. I did all the way around. All right, so I already showed the after of the other side. This side doesn't look as clean as the first side, but that's because of this climbing, creeping Jenny, climbing Charlie, whatever you want to call it. I did not pick that out of the fence, but I did cut all the big stuff. There is some still on the back, on the outside. The bees are pretty heavy. On the side, I don't know if you can hear them, but there's lots of little watermelons everywhere. So I'm really excited that we're gonna have a good crop this year. Bees are just busy at work. So, I don't think the grasshoppers are as bad as they had been. The blister beetles, I did kill just one yesterday, maybe the only one I saw. The grasshoppers, though, have done a lot of damage to my beans. I'll show you guys a picture of that. I do have something eating my tomatoes. I don't know if it's the grasshoppers or if I have tomato hornworms, which I guess it wouldn't surprise me if I did, but I still need to tie up tomatoes. It's been kind of raining and sprinkling on off and on today, so it probably won't be today. Plus I'm very sore from yesterday. I was out here probably 5 hours. Way longer than I anticipated being out here, but you're kind of like, just a little more, just a little more. And so that's what I did. So let me just flip you around really quick. We'll just do a quick walkthrough so you can see how much stuff has grown in the last week. And then I gotta go get some lunch. So let me flip you around. So those are what's left of my beans. I mean, there's some on there that I can probably pull, and maybe I'll come do that tonight. But I only did one row because we actually still have some downstairs in the pantry. So, see, I even like cut all that stuff out. Flowers. I've even had them, I think they're eating some of this stuff. Just this one. Yeah. So, that kind of stinks, but I probably should have got back there. Maybe another day. There's everything that I picked. I will probably work on that. I don't know. Again, not today. So, flowers. My cucumbers are not looking very good. I'm not making any promises out of that. Isn't that cool? I got little guys. Pretty neat, huh, Pete? Marigolds, they're thriving. I did not get over here. I wish I would have. And then just more flowers. Oh, there went some grasshoppers. So let's fix that. We do have some bell peppers. But I still obviously have weeds to pick in the rows. Look how big them sunflowers are getting. Charlotte just learned yesterday that that's what those were, and so she's pretty excited about that. This grass, I've opted just to leave it. It's not tall, so it'll be okay. And then this is the row that I had tied up. This row, I don't even know where to begin, but I'll figure it out on a day that I feel really ambitious, maybe next Sunday. And then this row's not so bad. There's just one maybe that's a little cuckoo. It's kind of folded over a little bit. But basically that's it. But it does look amazing now that I have all of those weeds pulled. And I easily have seen more than 2 dozen watermelon and oogles of cantaloupe too. I'm just kind of waiting for the cantaloupe to get a little bit closer to ripe before I pull them off the vine, but they will ripen on their own. There's a couple right there. You can see them. There's a couple more right there in the center of the screen. They're pretty much in groups of 2 everywhere. There's some more. Those are getting closer. Those might be the first ones that are ripe. But anyways, exciting stuff. All right, well, that was it. I'm gonna go eat some lunch, and hopefully we'll see y'all next week. I hope y'all have a great day.